things are essential for bag lunches. Got, sandwiches, of course. Welcome to the Left Coast and to another truck lunch video. Today I have put together basically like a bag lunch. I've got a sandwich right here. It's got a couple of different types of meat on it. Looks like there's bacon and ham and maybe roast beef or something. Lettuce, tomato. Anyway, looks pretty good. I've got a bag of Hawkins cheesies. The best cheesies there is, in my opinion. Canadian made, real Canadian cheddar. I've had these on the channel before. It's been a while, but anyway, these are so good. And I got an apple because, it's a bag lunch, you need an apple. And a bottle of water. So, anyway, I'm starving, so we're gonna get right into it with this sandwich. So anyway, cheers. That's good. The bun is nice and fresh, soft. Looks like it's got pepperoni on it. So I'm curious, like, what kind of things are essential for bag lunches? Got, sandwiches, of course. When I was a kid, I ate my fair share of ham and cheese on brown bread. Just ham and cheese, a little bit of mayo, a little bit of mustard. Always on brown bread, 100% whole wheat. We hardly ever had white bread. Which is fine, it's probably better anyway. Peanut butter and jam too is always good. Oh, it's dripping. Must be the tomato. Oh well, that'll dry. I thought this water was cold, but it got out of the freezer, but they must have just put it in there because it's not that cold. Oh well. It's wet, that's what matters, right? Like I said, these are my favorite cheese. They have the crunchiest cheesies too. It's always nice to have fruit in your lunch too. Apple, orange. Although oranges can be kind of tricky. If they're the ones you can peel, then they're great, but if they're gotta be cut up, it's kind of annoying. This tomato keeps dripping on me. It's a pretty good sandwich though. I just picked it up at the grocery store. I had plans to make an actual bag lunch with like, you know, buy the stuff and make the sandwich at home and the whole thing, but I just ran out of time. Here comes the helicopter. It's a little bit loud, but I had to leave the windows open because it's so hot. Yesterday was even hotter. I think yesterday got up to like 34, 35 Celsius, which is really hot for here. But today it's not so bad. It's only around 30, which is still, you know, pretty warm, but it's more bearable. Anyway, I was talking about bag lunches. Yeah, fruit like strawberries and raspberries, blueberries, all that stuff, you know, it's good for lunches. I used to like taking granola bars. There's so many options now, it's crazy. I do like just the plain Costco, the Kirkland, just plain granola bars, chocolate, not the dipped ones. The dipped ones are good too, but I like the regular ones. And dessert, I thought about dessert, but I didn't get anything. I don't really feel like a chocolate bar. And, I don't know. There wasn't anything that really stuck out to me, so I'll have my apple for dessert. Leftovers are good for lunches too. Maybe I should do a leftover dinner or leftover lunch next time I have something. Sometimes we intentionally make extra so that we can have leftovers the next day or put in the freezer for another day, but not always. I suggest you try them. I don't know where else you can get them other than in Canada. But they're so good. They're like, you can get the crunchy cheesies, which are, more crunchy than the puffed ones. But these are even more crunchy than the crunchy ones. And the cheddar, the cheese is a lot. It's sharper. It's just, I don't know, I find it's a better cheese flavor. Made with real Canadian cheddar cheese. The cheese powder doesn't taste fake or chemically like sometimes the crunchy cheesies do. I used to have a job years ago where I had to commute. It's about 45 minutes or an hour each way. And sometimes on the way home, if I was really hungry, I stopped at the gas station just kind of by my work when I left and got some of these August cheesies and Dr. Pepper. That'd be my snack for the way home. It is a beautiful day today, though. Not a cloud in the sky. Dropping everything. I caught him. That was a good sandwich. I've never bought a sandwich from there before. Just from the grocery store, from the deli section. There's a I think it's a Safeway. That's we don't have one where I live now, but there's a Safeway in a nearby town, and their deli section, they have a sandwich station it's amazing. They got all kinds of different sandwiches they make. You can get them buy them pre-made, or they'll make one fresh for you. With whatever you want on it. I think there's probably there's a deli, just a deli's all it is, sort of near where I live too, that makes sandwiches that are really good. They have a monster one. It's like a whole French loaf made into a sandwich. And it's cheap, it's like $11.99 or something. And you could cut it, like it would feed 4 people. Like you could cut it into quarters and it would be plenty. Right in the bottom, there's one that looks like it was cooked twice. Those ones are good because they're like extra. Almost feel like you're gonna break your teeth when you bite them. Okay. Let's have a clean drink of water and then we'll get into that apple. You know, have a little bit of fruit. It's healthy, balance out the chips. We're gonna take the sticker off. So this is a Gala apple. Or Gala, however you want to say it. There's so many different types of apples, I never know what to pick. I just know I like the Gala ones. Because they're the most, or seem to be the most consistently crisp and crunchy. I do not like mushy apples. Yeah, no thank you. If it's not crisp, I don't want it. So here's hoping this is a good one. That's a good apple. Anyway, what kind of apples do you like? There's an apple farm. Well, it's a few, but there's one in particular that we like to go to in the fall. I guess early fall, late summer. They pick apples, and they got acres and acres of them. And there's different rows or different types. Wait for this helicopter. Sorry, airplane, not helicopter. There's rows and rows, like every 4th row is a different type of apple. And you just get your cart and you go and you pick, or your bucket or whatever. And you go and you pick and then you take it back up and you just pay by weight. They do pumpkins too. Later on in September. And into October, I guess, up until, leading up to Canadian Thanksgiving. fun to go and like just wander around, pick apples, and they got a bit of a petting zoo for the kids, and they got, you know, old tractors that are parked that you can sit on, the kids can sit on. Getting kind of full. The sandwich is filling. I have heard that you can eat the whole apple. I know somebody that eats the whole apple, like core and all. I'm not one of those people. I usually, I'm not gonna try and waste it, but I'll eat, most of it, but I do leave the core. Anyway, thanks for having lunch with me. It was nice. As the whispers fade, let relaxation take over. And until next time, have a good day.